Hello, my name is Brett Spence, and today I'll be showing you my Napoleonic Austrian army, all of which come from Perry Miniatures, which is not sponsoring this video. So let's begin.
We'll start off with the generals. So this is Prince Liechtenstein, Archduke Charles, and Prince Hohenzollern. As you can see, we have a closer look of Archduke Charles, who was 2 years younger than Napoleon and was considered, even though not as much known today, was considered equal to his match. So he was quite a good officer and general of the Austrian army. Probably better than most. After all, we call our worst enemies our generals, or our greatest weakness are our generals. So here we have the colonels, which can also be served as generals if you don't have the model. So we have the colonel of the 24th Baron Strauss Regiment, which was a Galician regiment, which is now modern-day Ukraine. We have the first Kaiser Frederick Regiment, which comes from Moravian, which is like modern-day Czechoslovakia. And finally, we have the Hawk on Deutschmeister, which comes from Lower Austria. So he's the colonel of that.
This is the 1st Infantry Brigade, and this is my Jaegers, which you can see here still have the helmets, which was the Jaeger uniform until it was replaced in 1809, I believe. So my army is basically designed around the Danube campaign. So you would see the old helmets along with the shackles for different infantry regiments. The reason why I did this was mainly because I liked the old helmets, and plus I also wanted to add some shackles into it as well. So I got a mixture of both. Here are my Austrian Grenadiers. Austrian infantry regiments had 2 grenadier companies, and each company could combine with another regiment's grenadier company to form a grenadier battalion. Here we have the 1st Battalion of the Hoch- und Deutschmeister Regiment. Next we have the 2nd Battalion of the Chancellor Regiment, which came from Inner Austria. Next we have the Artillery Battery for the brigade. Now we move on to the 2nd Infantry Brigade. First we see the Field Jaegers, which are the ones with the tall hats. Next we have the Baron Strauss Regiment, which was my first regiment I have done. As you can see, they're more compact than the others. Next we have the Kaiser Francis Regiment, which came from Moravia. Then we have a small unit of Landwehr, and this is the brigade's full artillery battery. Next we have the Cavalry Brigade, with the first being the Kaiser's Cuirassiers. Next we have the Schwarzenberg Uhlans, which I use the plastic Russian Uhlans for this. To warn you, the plumes on their hats are fragile, so be careful with them. Next we have Blankenstein's Hussars, with the Hussars in the Austrian army being Hungarian. And next we have the Baron Ott's Hussar Regiment with the brigade's horse artillery battery. This brings us to the end of my Austrian army showcase. I also have some 40k models, so if you're interested, I can show them off. If you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.